Good evening, everybody. It's the pollinator, and it's been a while since I've made a video. I've had a lot of things going on. I mean, a lot. The primary one being that, for unknown reasons, I mean, absolutely unknown, I was deleted off of Facebook. That I affectionately called them Fuckerbook because they've been messing with my account, messing with me really, uh, very, very heavily since around 2017. So it's been a couple years, and could not find a way for them to stop harassing me over there and trying to disrupt everything I do, from promoting of my book to talking about very, very tough issues going on around the world, but mainly in the United States, for black people. See, funny thing is they don't harass each other the way that they harass us on that platform. Uh, Trolls are everywhere in social media. By the way, I may look tired and a little out of whack because I just had a total hysterectomy last Thursday, and I'm recovering from that, and recovering from the fact that I was deleted, and I'm pretty sure all my fans follow, not all, most of my fans, followers, um, friends, family, some of them have no idea what happened, and they're looking for me on that platform. Some have reached out to me in other ways to find out what happened, but for the most part, they intentionally pulled the rug out from under my feet because I use social media. I was using social media more than social media was using me. Everybody and their mother is addicted to that platform because their social circles are there, their friends, their family, their Facebook friends, which, you know what, they're redefining what friendships are. Most of the people, many, I'm not going to say most, let me not say most, a lot of people on that platform, they don't even have real friends. They don't even know how to make friends. They don't know how to socialize. They're using social media as a replacement for being able to get out there and, where's my little rock? You know, get out there and get over their social anxiety, if you would. But I just wanted to make a video letting people know, sort of, kind of, what happened. And I mean, when they deleted me, they deleted everything I ever did on that platform. They didn't delete it, it's stored on their servers, but I don't have access to it. They did not let me download my data. I did create an article about this on Medium platform. I am a writer on Medium. I will put the link to my book, my writing channel over in the description of this video. And I miss everybody. I miss my friends, my family. I was an international mentor on that platform, and they saw that I was gaining momentum. And all I could tell by what they were doing was every time I posted to groups, and especially groups that were mixed, white people and others, I'll say. I'm not going to say POC. I absolutely can't stand that term. Why? Because they're grouping us together when our struggles are not the same. People of color that are not black are not outraged by things that are happening to black people, but they want black people to be very, very outraged about the things that are happening to them. And the country is using that to split up the resources towards people of color, when people of color, generally speaking, they're not all experiencing the same level of oppression as black people do in the United States. And see, I was very free-flowing with that kind of information on that platform. I didn't give one flying fuck whatever employee that was, that or employees that was having issues with anything I did on that platform. I don't care what they felt or what they were trying to put across to me without saying so. I'm not a mind reader. I don't read minds. I don't get paid to read minds. And so I just, and every time they fucked with me, they never said anything. Not even when they deleted me. They did not say a word. All they kept trying to do was fuck with me, you know, stop me from posting fast, stop me from posting my book, stop me from posting things that made them uncomfortable. You know, we know, and most people in this country know that unless you're tiptoeing and catering to their comfort zone, their emotional and mental comfort zone that is full of cognitive dissonance, don't want to see anybody's side of life but theirs. If you're catering to that, they're fine with you. If they think you're a black activist, all of a sudden you're a troublemaker, you're this, you're that. Whatever it is they thought. I don't care what they thought because I don't know what it was that disturbed them, because it was coming from different angles, different situations. And I wasn't going to sit up here and try to figure it out, nor was I going to comply to something I wasn't even being told that I was doing wrong around there. Listen, I also stopped making videos because I was looking for a platform to start charging for these things. You know, I realized my worth. Even though people are very, very selfish, they don't really want to pay for entertainment. They don't want to be paid. They don't want to pay for knowledge. You know, as witnessed by Roland Martin and the efforts he's trying to make to get people to support black media. People don't want to do that neither. They don't want to throw the brother a couple dollars to support what he does, or other platforms. Unless you're radically, very radically militant, people are not gonna. Most people, even if you are that way, most people won't pay for that knowledge. They won't pay to feel better about themselves. They won't pay to be empowered. They won't pay for anything that's going to help them out of this dilemma that we're in this country and quickly in this world. We have a different narrative than any other kind of people on the planet. Let me repeat that. We have a different narrative than any other kinds of people on the planet. Moors or melanated people are kicked around and under the bus more than any other race of people in the United States and any other ethnicity in the world. The world. You know, I have a very dear friend, and he's Native American, and I see him struggling a lot with me to do a who's got it worse thing. And I absolutely hate that, because it's like, yeah, okay, yeah, they killed a bunch of Native Americans long ago, and they started intermixing them, trying to turn them white the way that they did us too. Thing is, they got reservations, they got land, and they've got their own laws. They may be fucked up and handling that land incorrectly and not making... They're really not part of the capitalistic system. That's not their traditions. That's not their, yeah, that's just not the way they rock in this country. But you notice they ain't giving us reparations or land, because they know what we'll do with it. We'll turn it into gold. We've done it before. We could do it again. If you don't know, we had Black Wall Street. And white folks got so scared that they burned that bitch down and killed a lot of black people. They completely destroyed Black Wall Street in Tulsa, Oklahoma. I'm not gonna make this a long video, but I made another video. I made a video in February 2018. If you find it, it's called BIE, Black Identity Extremists. I'll probably put a link to it, so that we'll see it up over there, um, where I talked about what Fuckerbook was doing to me and what they might do. That they were going to take bigger measures because they were setting me up to justify what they do, just in case I find an attorney that will file a First Amendment freedom of speech lawsuit against them for what they have done. I had thousands of people that were watching me, including those assholes, probably white supremacist employees that aren't being watched or paid attention to, or it went all the way up to Zuckerberg. Their decisions on who they were going to delete. Then I found a media organization, I will say, black media organization in Washington D.C. who said, yeah, they're doing this to a lot of people they consider black activists. Really? They got a problem with any of us rising above oppression, discrimination, murder, the prison system. The whole government system is tainted and corrupt. And they don't want anybody who looks like they know what they're talking about to ignite people into doing something about it. Look at what they did during midterms, the elections. Here in the state I live in, they totally blew it. But not to them. To them, it was all orchestrated. They were going to make, you know what, the right, I'm going to say it's the right, and when I say that, I don't mean the right wing or right, all I mean is extreme conservatives. They're only about the white agenda and white nationalism. They have a problem with anybody bucking that system. They just do. There's no such thing as spread the wealth or share the wealth when it comes to those people unless we are entertaining them, i.e. football players, basketball players, baseball players, singers, entertainers. That is the only industry in which black people are allowed to thrive. It's the only one that the mainstream medium will promote. Did you get any critically thinking, serious educators out there? They're gonna try to keep those numbers low and keep us in our place. See, they didn't like that. I didn't never stay in whatever that place was they wanted me to stay in. I'm like, I can't be anybody other than who I am. And they made sure that I don't show back up somewhere else on that platform. Did you know they are tracking your IP address of your phone, your computer, your tablet, whatever you use to hook into that system? They can track you that way. So, you know, they've got all sorts of software bells and whistles that are looking for anybody who sounds like me. But the problem is I can't, you know, I had groups there. My business was on that platform. I had most of my family, a lot of my family, in a secret group in which we were celebrating birthdays and talking about family stuff, and I was educating them about me being a trans man. I had business relationships. I was in groups that I had to pay to actually be in those groups. What they did, by moral standards, is illegal. Now it's going to be up to me to prove it civilly, in which I will be doing. I mean, they think they won this battle that they've been silently having with me. You know, you wonder why I kept putting hashtag. I found something about that hashtag silence is consent. It's actually a white hashtag that I have been using for years. But in my mind, it still meant the same thing. Is, you know, if you're being silent about the atrocities against humanity, you are consenting to that happening to them. And I don't care what kind of person you are. I don't care if you're black, brown, yellow, red, white. I don't care what you are. This country has lost, people in this country and around the world have lost their ability to care for other human beings. It's all about me, myself, and I, and my little circle, you know, their job, their friends, if they have any, their partners, their children. The world is quickly dissolving into chaos, where it's every man for them, every person for themselves. And that is, to me, an atrocity. And fucker book allowing to tyrannize, to be tyrants toward its users is a crime against humanity and a civil rights issue, serious civil rights issue. They're in bed with the government. The FBI is poking around there trying to identify people that they are telling them to mess with them and delete their accounts and block them and all this other stuff. And they've got a bunch of white supremacists. That video that I made in 2018 said it all. They got white supremacists all over the globe and working for that platform. There's over 24,000 employees the last I looked, which was about a month ago. There's over 24,000 people running around in this country unmonitored and not allowed to do whatever they want to if they have a problem with you. So the answer to that is one of two things you're going to do with that is, behave yourself according to what they think your behavior should be, or be yourself. There's only two choices, and be a transformation for excellence, no matter what you are and what you're doing, that you care. Show that you care. Right now, I don't think anybody cares that I disappeared. They may be concerned only so far as being able to interact with me, but they're not outraged. See, at first I was very, very upset, very outraged. But again, other people aren't. They're like, "Oh, I'm sorry that happened to you." But let us get talking about immigrants. Here comes their outrage. Let us talk about Jews. Here comes their outrage. Let them start talking about how this fool in the president's mansion is behaving. They're outraged for a minute, and then everybody goes silent again. Let other kinds of people have things happen to them, and unless those people are related somehow to them, there's no outrage. There's no outrage expressed, written, spoken. Not to the point where, not nationally anyway, because they control the dissemination of information and the narratives going on around the world. I'm struggling with the VA, and there's TV channels I've contacted that don't want to expose the sham that the VA is. That place has been in need of transformation for decades, but yet they let it go on and on and on, and there's no outrage about how there's people saying, "Oh, that's too bad." Unless they're in the system, it doesn't affect them. Can't tell you how selfish that is, because when things happen to people that I don't even know out there, but just because they're black and I know it can happen to me, I feel as much for them as I do for myself and people I love and know. And I do things. I don't just sit here and say, "Oh wow, that's a shame." I don't just talk about it. I do things. I write letters to other politicians other than the state I live in. I do stuff out there, including the state I live in, and I put my money where my mouth is. See, people don't do that. They just talk smack. And I, you know what? I'm not prone to telling everybody everything that I'm doing. I don't want to expose my hand when I've got a mega frickin' corporation who has done something really, really foul and is looking for how to defend themselves before I even get to the prosecuting part. It's all just, this country is a mess. I'll tell you that. But I'm okay. I'm a little uncomfortable. I feel gutted. That's a terrible word. But I do. Hysterectomy, that was an experience, and I had the VA do it, yeah. There was some drama after I got wheeled up to the room. And even when I got wheeled into the OR, there were 3 people in that room and this lady gasped. She literally gasped, like, oh. And so I looked over and I said, him, her, and her. I was talking to, I guess, the charge nurse or the head lady in charge before the surgeon showed up. I said, they don't know what's going on over there. I said, clue them in. I'm the right guy in here. Because, you know, the way I look and the procedure wasn't matching in their head. But if I wasn't so drugged, they had started to given me, what do they call that? Oh shit, I'm so terrible with medical terms. But they had given me something, sedated me before they started wheeling me back there. But when I was in the room, I still was awake. And I saw that look on their face, and I couldn't see anything because I had a mask on, but I saw their eyes be real big, and I heard the lady gasp. One of them. I guess they thought I was getting ready to start fussing, because 3 minutes later, I heard somebody above me, behind my head, say, "We're going to put you under," and I said, "But wait, I need to talk to the surgeon," and lights out. I didn't know anything until I came out of the anesthesia. Anyhow, I wanted everybody to know that I'm cool, I'm good, it's all good. You know, when they throw up a hurdle, we black people have a tendency, when they keep raising the bar and moving the bar around and making up crap that doesn't even exist just to put it in our way, we jump over it. So you better believe I'm going to find a way to jump that hurdle. You know, a friend of mine started trying to post, I'm starting to tell my story on Medium. And last night or this morning or something, he tried to post that article around to some places, some groups on that platform. You know, they blocked it and told him he was violating community standards by putting out my book. See, that's all part of why they got rid of me. They didn't want me, they're not about me winning, they're about me losing. That's what they're about. But I'm about winning. I don't care what the fuck they do. I'm going to figure out a way around it, over it, above it, whatever. I don't stay down for long. No matter what happens, I'm going to make the best out of any situation that is thrown at me. That has been, that is one of my, I'll call it winning formulas. The way that I learned how to be in the world is not transformational in nature. It's just what I do naturally. Transformation is something that is being caused in the matter of breakthroughs in your life. I'm going to have that too. Meanwhile, you know, winning formula keeps me from getting real super fucking depressed or suicidal over this shit. Because they cut me off of my life. And they did it on purpose. And they did it intentionally. And they think to be teaching me a lesson. Well, the tail is going to wag the dog eventually. And whoever you are out there, you fucker book employees that have been doing this to me for years. We're going to find you, and you aren't going to be allowed to bully and harass and disrupt and all the things that you do, that you're doing. You're not going to get away with that forever. While I do my work, I will continue to make a difference, even if it's for your sorry asses. Like, for real. That's who I am. That's what I'm about. It's making a difference in the world. And I do it in many different ways. And they cannot stop that. God is in charge, not them. My God is in charge, not them. It's just a momentary lapse. But anyway, I just wanted to say a word because it's been a long time since I made a video. I've been encouraged to make a video on my book channel to try to get that thing going, to get some viewers over there, because the more you get views over there, the more, I guess, the higher they're seen, and I may be able to find somebody to help publish and edit my book. That's going to be out for me to win with that book, to move, inspire, educate people with my autobiography, and while not charging me an arm and a leg to do it. Because see, if I get enough money, everybody can be satisfied. It doesn't have to bite me in the ass up front. Because, I'm not a celebrity. I'm a celebrity son, but I'm not the celebrity. So they're trying to treat me like I'm a nobody. But guess what? I'm still coming. I'm not proving to the world I'm somebody, because I already know I'm somebody. But I'm definitely going to jump over them hurdles too. So I hope everybody has a blessed night. I need to go. Shit, I said I wasn't going to make a long video, and here it is, already 27 minutes. But you have a great rest of your week. Put some good words out into the universe for me as I heal from this surgery and win in life. And I hope you win too. Bye, take care.